Welcome back to the channel. Today we're counting down the top 7 most valuable Australian 5-cent coins worth big money. These tiny coins may look common, but some rare dates, mint errors, and high-grade examples have sold for hundreds, even thousands, of dollars. If you've ever ignored a 5-cent coin, this video might change your mind. Let's get started. First up, the Australian 5-cent 1996 coin has quietly become one of the most exciting pieces in the modern decimal coin market, and today it is attracting serious attention from collectors who know where real potential lies. Even in dirty circulated condition, this coin is now being viewed as a sleeper collectible, a coin that once passed unnoticed but is now stepping into the spotlight. With rising interest in everyday decimal coins and a strong auction market, the 1996 5-cent coin is increasingly discussed as a piece that could surprise many people in the future. To understand why this coin matters, we need to look at the background of the Australian 5-cent coin itself. Introduced in 1966 with decimal currency, the 5-cent coin quickly became part of daily Australian life. By 1996, the coin was deeply embedded in circulation, used by millions every day. Yet very few people imagined that decades later these coins would be hunted by collectors. That everyday use is exactly what gives the 1996 coin its powerful story today. The year 1996 is especially interesting because it represents a mature stage of decimal coin production, where coins were heavily circulated and rarely set aside in pristine condition. Most examples enter daily use immediately, which means genuinely old circulated pieces today carry real history. This makes the 1996 5-cent coin a true survivor of everyday commerce, adding to its growing appeal among collectors. One of the strongest features of the Australian 5-cent coin is its iconic echidna design, created by Stuart Devlin. This design is widely admired for its fine detail and its celebration of Australia's unique wildlife. On the 1996 coin, the echidna remains bold and recognizable even in dirty condition, which proves the strength of the original design and adds character that collectors love. The obverse portrait of Queen Elizabeth II also adds historical weight to the coin. Coins from the 1990s represent an important period in her long reign, and many collectors actively seek coins from this era to complete chronological collections. The 1996 portrait holds a clean, classic appearance that connects the coin to a global historical timeline. Dirty circulated condition does not reduce the interest in this coin. In fact, it enhances its authenticity. Many collectors prefer coins that show real signs of age, as they reflect genuine circulation and untouched surfaces. The natural dirt and wear tell a story of decades of use, giving the coin personality and depth that mint-stored examples often lack. Rarity in modern coins is often about survival rather than original mintage, and this is where the 1996 5-cent coin becomes especially attractive. While many were produced, far fewer remain today as people overlook small denominations, lose them, or discard them. This gradual disappearance from circulation has quietly increased demand. Collector interest in circulated decimal coins has risen sharply in recent years, and the 5-cent series is now firmly on the radar. The 1996 issue is increasingly recognized as a key year for collectors building complete runs. As more people search for these coins, availability tightens and demand naturally strengthens. Condition still plays a role, but collectors understand that circulated coins can be just as valuable as cleaner examples when demand is high. A dirty coin with strong details and untouched surfaces is often preferred over a cleaned coin. This makes the 1996 5-cent coin especially desirable in its natural circulated state. Current market value for the Australian 5-cent 1996 coin has shown positive movement. In collector markets and online auctions, circulated examples are being actively bought and sold, sometimes reaching prices that surprise casual sellers. As competition increases, values continue to trend upward, especially when multiple bidders recognize the coin's potential. Market momentum is driven by collectors who see opportunity in overlooked denominations. Small coins like the 5-cent piece are now being reevaluated, and the 1996 coin benefits strongly from this shift. What was once ignored is now being appreciated, and this change in mindset is powerful for long-term value growth. For collectors, One important tip is to examine every 5-cent coin carefully. Dirty condition should never be dismissed, as original surfaces are highly valued. Look for clear design details, strong outlines, and natural wear patterns that show authenticity rather than damage. Another key tip is proper storage. Even circulated coins should be protected to prevent further wear. Simple coin holders can preserve the condition while keeping the natural patina intact, ensuring the coin remains attractive to future buyers and collectors. Patience is also essential. Coins like the 1996 5-cent often gain value steadily rather than overnight. Holding on to these coins while collector demand continues to rise can be a smart long-term strategy, especially as fewer examples remain available in circulation. Staying informed is another advantage. Watching auction trends, following collector discussions, and tracking market activity helps collectors understand when demand is strongest. The 1996 5-cent coin frequently appears in conversations about undervalued modern decimals, reinforcing its growing reputation. Collectors also benefit from building complete sets, and the 1996 5-cent coin plays an important role in year-based collections. This keeps demand strong, as many buyers need this coin to complete their series, further supporting its market position. The increasing popularity of Australian decimal coins has created a strong foundation for future growth. The 1996 5-cent coin stands confidently within this trend, supported by history, design, and collector interest that continues to expand year after year. In conclusion, the Australian 5-cent 1996 coin is far more than a small piece of loose change. It is a historical object, a beautifully designed coin, and a high-demand collectible with real market momentum. Even in dirty circulated condition, it carries authenticity, character, and strong collector appeal. As interest continues to grow, this coin holds exciting potential and remains one of the most promising modern Australian coins to watch closely. Next up, the Australian 5-cent 1998 coin in extra fine condition is quickly becoming one of the most talked about modern decimal coins, and today it is capturing the attention of collectors who understand true long-term potential. What once seemed like an ordinary pocket change coin is now being rediscovered as a powerful collectible with strong market energy. With rising interest across auctions and private sales, this coin is increasingly seen as a smart piece for those who recognize opportunity early. The story of this coin begins with Australia's decimal currency system, introduced in 1966, which reshaped everyday transactions and created an entirely new era of coin collecting. By 1998, the 5-cent coin was already an established part of Australian life, circulating widely and being handled daily. This heavy usage is exactly what makes surviving extra fine examples so appealing today, as they represent coins that escaped extreme while still carrying genuine circulation history. The year 1998 stands out as a late 1990s issue that bridges traditional decimal coinage with the modern collecting era. Coins from this period are now old enough to be considered historical, yet modern enough to attract new collectors. This balance places the 1998 5-cent coin in a very desirable position within the current market. One of the strongest features of this coin is its instantly recognizable echidna design by Stuart Devlin. This design is widely admired for its clarity, texture, and celebration of Australian wildlife. In extra fine condition, the echidna's spines, body shape, and surrounding details appear sharp and well-defined, making the coin visually striking and highly appealing. The obverse portrait of Queen Elizabeth II adds international historical importance to the coin. Coins from the later stages of her reign are increasingly collected as complete timeline pieces, and the 1998 portrait represents a mature and iconic era. This connection to global history strengthens the coin's appeal far beyond Australia alone. Extra fine condition plays a major role in the rising demand for this coin. It represents a perfect balance between originality and preservation, showing light circulation while maintaining crisp detail. Collectors value this condition highly because it confirms authenticity while still offering strong visual impact. Rarity in modern coins often comes from condition rather than mintage, and this is where the 1998 5-cent coin truly shines. While many were produced, far fewer survive today in extra fine condition, as most entered heavy circulation. This natural filtering over time has created a smaller pool of desirable examples. Collector demand for late 1990s Australian decimals has grown steadily, and the 5-cent series is now firmly established as a serious collecting field. The 1998 issue frequently appears on want lists because it fits perfectly into complete year sets and condition-focused collections. Market activity shows strong interest in this coin, with consistent buying and selling across online platforms and collector networks. Extra fine examples attract competitive attention, reinforcing the idea that demand is solid and continuing to build. This ongoing activity supports confidence in long-term value growth. Current market value reflects this growing appreciation, as prices for quality examples have moved upward compared to past years. Collectors are increasingly willing to pay strong amounts for coins that combine condition, design, and historical placement. This trend highlights the coin's rising status. Another factor driving demand is accessibility. The 5-cent denomination allows new collectors to enter the market easily, while experienced collectors pursue higher quality examples. This broad collector base keeps interest high and ensures ongoing competition for the best pieces. For collectors, one important tip is to always examine the coin's surfaces carefully. Extra fine coins should show sharp detail with minimal wear and no signs of harsh cleaning. Natural surfaces and original colors significantly enhance desirability and long-term appeal. Proper storage is also essential for preserving value. Even extra fine coins should be protected in suitable holders to prevent further wear or environmental damage. Maintaining the coin's condition ensures it remains attractive to future buyers. Another smart approach is patience. Coins like the 1998 5-cent often appreciate steadily rather than suddenly. Holding onto high-quality examples while collector demand continues to grow can be a rewarding long-term strategy. Staying connected to the collector community is also valuable. Watching auctions, following market discussions, and tracking trends helps collectors understand how demand is evolving. The 1998 5-cent coin is frequently mentioned as a modern sleeper with strong upside. Building complete sets adds further value, and the 1998 coin is an essential part of any serious 5-cent collection. This ongoing need keeps demand firm, as collectors continuously search for clean, attractive examples. The broader rise in interest for Australian decimal coins supports the future of this piece. As more collectors turn their attention to modern issues, coins like the 1998 5-cent benefit directly from increased visibility and respect. In conclusion, the Australian 5-cent 1998 coin in extra fine condition is far more than a small denomination coin. It is a well-designed, historically meaningful, and highly demanded collectible with strong market momentum. With growing interest, limited high-quality supply, and a positive outlook, this coin stands confidently as a piece that collectors are proud to own and excited to hold for the future. Next up, the Australian 5-cent 1979 coin in very good condition is a fascinating piece that is gaining serious attention in today's coin market, and it is quickly being recognized as one of those everyday coins that can surprise collectors in a big way. What once passed through countless hands as simple pocket change is now being reevaluated as a strong collectible with growing demand and exciting potential. This coin represents the idea that hidden value often exists where people least expect it. To truly appreciate this coin, it helps to look back at the history of Australia's decimal currency system. Introduced in 1966, decimal coinage marked a new chapter for the nation, bringing modern designs and a fresh identity to Australian money. By 1979, the 5-cent coin had become a firm part of daily life, circulating widely across the country and embedding itself into Australia's social and economic story. The year 1979 sits comfortably in the early decades of decimal currency, making this coin old enough to carry historical weight while still being accessible to modern collectors. Coins from this era are increasingly viewed as classics of the decimal series, and interest in them continues to rise as collectors seek to complete full decade and year-based collections. One of the most powerful features of the 1979 5-cent coin is its iconic reverse design by Stuart Devlin. The echidna, one of Australia's most unique native animals, is presented with strength and character. In very good condition, the echidna's outline remains bold and recognizable, giving the coin strong visual appeal that instantly connects collectors to Australia's natural heritage. The obverse portrait of Queen Elizabeth II adds another important layer of significance. Coins bearing her portrait represent an era of stability and continuity, and pieces from the late 1970s are now viewed as important markers within her long reign. This international historical connection further increases the coin's desirability. Condition plays a major role in the rising popularity of this coin, and very good examples are especially appealing. A coin in very good condition shows honest circulation while retaining strong detail and character. Collectors appreciate this balance, as it tells the story of real use while still presenting an attractive and collectible appearance. Rarity in the modern coin market often comes from survival rather than original production numbers. While many 1979 5-cent coins were minted, far fewer have survived decades of circulation in pleasing condition. This natural reduction over time has made quality examples increasingly sought after. Collector demand for Australian 5-cent coins has grown steadily, and the 1979 issue is now firmly on the radar. Many collectors focus on late 1970s coins because they represent a transitional period in Australian numismatics, making them essential for well-rounded collections. The current market shows strong and consistent activity for this coin. Collectors actively search for clean, attractive examples, and prices reflect this interest. The steady movement of these coins through auctions and private sales highlights their strong position in today's market. In dollar terms, the value of the 1979 5-cent coin in very good condition has shown encouraging growth. While once overlooked, it is now appreciated as a coin with solid demand and upward momentum. This makes it especially exciting for collectors who recognize its potential early. One reason this coin continues to attract attention is its accessibility. The 5-cent denomination allows collectors of all levels to participate, from beginners to advanced enthusiasts. This wide appeal keeps demand strong and ensures continued interest. For collectors, one valuable tip is to focus on originality. Coins with natural surfaces, even wear, and no signs of harsh cleaning are always more desirable. A well-preserved, very good example can stand out strongly among others on the market. Proper storage is another important consideration. Protecting the coin from moisture, friction, and environmental damage helps preserve its condition and long-term value. A simple holder can make a significant difference over time. Patience is also a key strategy when collecting coins. Like the 1979 5-cent value often builds gradually as demand grows and supply tightens. Holding on to quality examples can be a rewarding long-term approach. Keeping an eye on market trends and collector discussions can provide useful insights. The 1979 5-cent coin is increasingly mentioned in conversations about underrated Australian decimals, reinforcing its growing reputation. Completing date runs or full 5-cent sets further increases the importance of this coin. Collectors aiming for complete collections must include the 1979 issue, which keeps demand steady and competitive. The broader rise in interest for Australian decimal coins strongly supports the future of this piece. As more collectors turn their focus to coins from the 1970s, the 1979 5-cent continues to benefit from renewed appreciation. In conclusion, the Australian 5-cent 1979 coin in very good condition is far more than a small denomination coin. It is a historically meaningful, visually appealing, and highly demanded collectible with strong market energy. With growing interest, solid value trends, and an expanding collector base, this coin stands proudly as one that serious collectors are excited to own and hold for the future. Next up, the Australian 5-cent 1966 coin is one of the most talked about pieces in the entire decimal series, and it continues to capture attention as a coin that transformed everyday change into a serious collectible. From the moment it was introduced, this coin carried historical importance, and today it stands proudly as a symbol of opportunity for collectors who understand its true significance. The story of this coin begins in 1966, the year Australia made the historic shift from pounds, shillings, and pence to a modern decimal currency system. This change reshaped the nation's economy and daily life, and the 5-cent coin became part of that landmark moment. Owning a 1966 issue means holding a physical reminder of one of the most important financial transitions in Australian history. As the very first year of issue, the 1966 5-cent coin carries a special status that later dates simply cannot match. First-year coins are always highly desirable in the collector world, and this one represents the birth of an entirely new currency era. That alone places it firmly in the category of coins with long-term collector appeal. The design of the coin adds even more strength to its reputation. Created by renowned designer Stuart Devlin, the reverse features the echidna, a uniquely Australian animal that instantly connects the coin to national identity. Even in circulated condition, the echidna design remains bold and recognizable, giving the coin strong visual presence. The obverse portrait of Queen Elizabeth II further enhances the coin's importance. This early decimal portrait reflects a specific moment in time and is deeply appreciated by collectors who follow royal and Commonwealth coinage. Coins from the beginning of her long appearance on Australian decimals are increasingly sought after. Circulated condition does not weaken the appeal of this coin. Instead, it tells a powerful story. Each mark and sign of wear reflects real use during a time of national change, making the coin feel authentic and historically alive. Many collectors actively seek circulated examples because they represent genuine history rather than untouched storage. Rarity plays a major role in the excitement surrounding the 1966 5-cent coin. While large numbers were originally minted, far fewer have survived decades of circulation in collectible condition. Over time, losses, damage, and melting have reduced the available supply, creating strong competition among collectors. Collector demand for this coin has remained consistently high and continues to grow. Both beginner and advanced collectors recognize the importance of owning a first-year decimal issue, making this coin a must-have for a wide range of collections. This broad demand keeps the market active and energetic. In today's auction market, the 1966 5-cent coin regularly attracts attention and strong bidding. Collectors understand its position as a cornerstone of Australian decimal coinage, and this awareness is clearly reflected in market behavior and pricing trends. When discussing value in dollar terms, the 1966 5-cent coin stands out as a piece with impressive potential. Depending on condition and specific characteristics, examples can command strong premiums, and standout coins have shown the ability to reach remarkable price levels that surprise many people. The idea that such a small denomination coin can hold such power is exactly what excites collectors. This is one of those coins that proves hidden wealth can exist in ordinary change, turning a simple 5-cent piece into something that sparks dreams of major financial rewards. For collectors, one important tip is to focus on originality. Natural surfaces, honest wear, and untouched detail are always preferred in the market. A circulated coin that has not been harshly cleaned will consistently attract more interest and stronger value. Storage is another key consideration for anyone holding this coin. Protecting it from moisture and friction helps preserve its condition and ensures it remains desirable for years to come. Proper care supports long-term value growth. Patience is a powerful strategy with a coin like this. The 1966 5-cent coin benefits from steady, long-term appreciation rather than short-term hype. Holding onto a quality example can be a rewarding experience as demand continues to build. Collectors who aim to complete full decimal sets place enormous importance on this issue. Because it represents the beginning of the series, it anchors entire collections, ensuring it will always remain in demand. The growing global interest in Australian coins further strengthens the outlook for this piece. International collectors increasingly recognize the historical importance of Australia's first decimal issues, adding another layer of demand. As awareness spreads through social media, coin shows, and online auctions, the reputation of the 1966 5-cent coin continues to rise. More people are discovering its importance and entering the market, which supports ongoing value growth. In conclusion, the Australian 5-cent 1966 coin in circulated condition is far more than spare change. It is a historic first-year issue, a beautifully designed national symbol, and a highly demanded collectible with strong market presence. With its powerful story, increasing recognition, and exciting value potential, this coin proudly stands as one that collectors believe could one day help turn small change into something truly life-changing. Next up, The Australian 5-cent 1967 coin stands as one of the most exciting early decimal coins that continues to attract serious attention in today's collector market. From the very first glance, this coin carries a strong presence, and its reputation as a potentially life-changing collectible has only grown stronger with time. Released just 1 year after Australia adopted decimal currency, the 1967 5-cent coin represents a nation settling into a brand-new monetary system. This period was filled with change, optimism, and national pride, and coins from these early years are deeply connected to that historic transition. The background of the 1967 issue makes it especially meaningful. Australia was still adjusting to decimal money, and the Royal Australian Mint was refining production techniques. Coins from this era capture the learning curve and craftsmanship of a young decimal system, which adds to their long-term appeal. One of the most powerful aspects of this coin is its iconic design. The reverse features the echidna, a uniquely Australian animal that symbolizes resilience and identity. In very fine condition, the details of the echidna remain sharp and visually impressive, making the coin instantly attractive to collectors. The obverse portrait of Queen Elizabeth II further enhances the coin's importance. This early decimal portrait connects the coin to a specific chapter in Commonwealth history, and collectors value this connection highly. The balanced design on both sides gives the coin lasting visual strength. Condition plays a major role in the excitement around this coin, and very fine examples are especially desirable. This level of preservation shows light circulation while retaining strong detail, offering the perfect balance between authenticity and beauty. Coins in this condition are widely respected in the market. Rarity adds another layer of energy to the 1967 5-cent coin. Although minted decades ago, far fewer examples survive today in very fine condition. Time, circulation, and loss have naturally reduced supply, increasing competition among collectors who want quality pieces. Collector demand for this coin is consistently high and continues to grow. Early decimal coins are foundational items, and the 1967 5-cent coin is viewed as an essential piece for anyone building a serious Australian collection. This constant demand keeps the market strong. In the auction world, the 1967 5-cent coin regularly draws attention. Collectors recognize its importance and are willing to compete for well-preserved examples, especially those with strong eye appeal and original surfaces. When it comes to current market value in dollars, this coin has shown impressive strength. Depending on condition, presentation, and collector interest, prices can reach levels that surprise many people who once overlooked this denomination. The idea that such a small coin can hold such powerful value is what fuels excitement. Stories of rare varieties, premium conditions, and rising demand make this coin a favorite among those who believe hidden treasures still exist in everyday change. For collectors, one of the best tips is to focus on coins with natural color and clean detail. Very fine examples that have not been harshly cleaned are always more attractive and command stronger respect in the market. Proper storage is another key factor. Protecting the coin from moisture and friction helps preserve its condition and keeps it ready for future opportunities as demand continues to rise. Long-term thinking is especially rewarding with this coin. The 1967 5-cent piece benefits from steady appreciation driven by history, design, and collector passion rather than short-term trends. Many collectors see this coin as a stepping stone toward greater discoveries. It often sparks deeper interest in early decimal issues, leading collectors to build valuable and meaningful collections over time. International interest in Australian coinage has also increased, adding global attention to early issues like this one. As more collectors worldwide recognize its significance, demand continues to strengthen. The growing visibility of rare and valuable coins on social media and online auctions has brought renewed focus to the 1967 5-cent coin. More people are learning its story and entering the market with enthusiasm. In conclusion, the Australian 5-cent 1967 coin in very fine condition is far more than a simple piece of change. It is a powerful symbol of history, a beautifully designed national icon, and a highly demanded collectible with exciting market potential. With its strong story, rising recognition, and impressive value outlook, This coin proudly earns its place among those believed to have the power to turn small change into something truly extraordinary.